What's up, guys? It is Wednesday, July 24th, 2024. Man, these days are going by quick. Hope you guys are doing well. Listen, man, I've been in the house all day. Decided to come out here and take care of a few things. But I wanted to give you a little update on my channel a little bit. I mean, you guys know I'm not really a YouTuber. I have a YouTube channel, but I'm not really a YouTuber. I'm just a guy that, kind of like a vlogger. You know, I talk about things that I think that are important and try to spread the word here on this platform. Not a professional, don't get paid a dime off of YouTube. I have gotten some, some tips and things like that, but I don't get any ad revenue or nothing like that. I don't even know if I'm a partner or not. I may be, I don't know. But if you haven't noticed, I haven't really talked a lot about Bitcoin, right? Because, this has been an absolutely insane, maybe the most insane election cycle, certainly in my lifetime, I think. If I had to guess, yeah. I mean, I've never remembered anything quite like this, down to the debate and the assassination attempt, Trump stepping down, the undemocratic Democrat Party, or the undemocratic party pretending to be Democratic and pulling a coup on Joe Biden, and a certain commie Kamala Harris, unelected, nobody voted for her. And now Joe Biden just spoke to the nation. And my goodness, man, we are living in times, man. We got to get on our knees and pray, guys. We got to get on our knees and pray. But first half of the year, a little bit over the first half of the year, I was really focusing on Bitcoin because I felt like it's a very, very important thing, and it still is. Just to let you know, guys, I buy Satoshis every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. That has not changed at all. I know I don't talk about it as much, but now during this absolutely historic election cycle, I will be focusing in more, obviously, on, on my country, in the United States of America. We have some very, very important elections coming up. It ain't just the presidential election. That's the most important, but we have the House and the Senate seats up for grabs as well. We got to win those too, and put America first politicians in those seats. But Bitcoin is important, and I want people to buy it and learn about it and study it and everything else, and it is. But for me, I've told you guys this 100 times. My priorities are God, family, country, and then Bitcoin. My community is very, very important to me. My family is very, very important to me. My neighbors are very, very important to me. And whether it's right or wrong, this is just the facts, that the closer someone is to you, proximity and blood, usually, not always, but generally speaking, those people are the most important to you. Like my next door neighbor, he's an older guy. I check on him a lot. He's a great man. I love him so much, man. He's just such a sweet guy. And, I'd do anything for that guy. You know what I mean? He's my neighbor. Now, there may be an 80-year-old man just like him that lives in Kentucky, but I don't know him, right? Not saying he's not important, and his life doesn't mean a lot to me, because everybody does in America. But the closer the person is to me, particularly, probably to you two, means more to me. So it is God, family, community, family, country, in that order. So I'm just trying to make sure that my local area knows what's going on in my local life, in my real life. And then obviously I can extend a little reach out here in YouTube land. And I know I have some people, and I know you guys that watch me loyally, all 12 of you. I really do love you guys, and I appreciate you guys, and I need your help, man. I need your help. And here's what I want to make this video about. I'll get into the Kamala Harris thing and stuff like that later on, I guess, because I don't feel like she'll be the nominee, but that's not important, because she is not the problem. She's just a puppet, guys. She's just a puppet. And the reason why I believe that the Democratic or the undemocratic party, how you doing, doesn't have a primary is because they don't want to put someone in there that can't be a puppet. But again, that's for another subject. But what I want to talk to you guys about, I want you guys to help me out, is we have to defeat this machine that controls these puppets. And what's their main weapon? What do they use, right? What do these people, these absolute demons, use to defeat us? And what do I mean by defeat us? I don't mean physically defeat us or nothing like that. I mean keep us divided and try to conquer us through that division and keeping our minds busy and not understanding and knowing what's going on. That's their main thing. And they do that mainly through the mainstream media, and also little digital media too. But mainstream media is the main one that we've all watched, right? We've all watched it. I'm 49 years old. I'll be 50 in January 2025. And my whole life, when I grew up, I used to watch, when I watched the news, when I wanted to know things that was going on, I would watch, ABC, CBS, and stuff like that. And you had people like Walter Cronkite and Barbara Walters, or your local news or whatever. And you look at them on TV and you see these people in suits and stuff, and these people were telling us, what the news was, whether it was, again, your local news in your local area or your national news with the people I just mentioned before. And back then, these people were what we call journalists, right? People that went out there and actually, no matter what, they weren't beholden to any idea or corporation. They were just out there to give you the story and give you the truth within that story, just the truth of what's going on. But unfortunately, we don't have that anymore in the mainstream media. We just don't. We have a bunch of lies, deception, a lot of deceit, and they do this unfortunately to a lot of people that just are not paying attention. And they do it basically by distracting us with other things, with social media stuff too. And while they're robbing us of our finances by printing money and things like that, they keep us busy at work, so we don't even have time to look up and actually do the research. And we have to defeat these people. Now, is it an easy thing? No, right? Most of you guys, if not all you guys that are watching this, probably don't watch the mainstream media. And the reason I'm bringing this up, because I talked about family. And even though some people that I talk to are not my blood, I still love them, and I consider them family. Some of my really, really good close friends. And again, like I said, I think in yesterday's video, that I have people that literally think that if Donald Trump is the nominee, he's going to put black people back in chains. They believe that Donald Trump is in charge of the Project 2025. They talk about him being a dictator, him being Adolf Hitler, and him taking away our democracy. We have to defend our democracy. And where do you think they get those ideals from? And it's not just the mainstream media. They also get it from the quote-unquote celebrities that they look up to. And most of these celebrities couldn't spell the word politics. So why in the hell are these people listening to them? Well, because they watch them in that said area, whether it's a sport or a movie or a song they listen to or whatever. And these people are paid to be propagandists. They just are. And they're in a club. And it's a club that we can't get anywhere near. And these so-called quote-unquote journalists that I call propagandists and liars and very, very evil doers, those are the people that we need to fight against. Now, how do we do this? Real quick. The first way we do it is we ourselves, and again, I know most of you guys don't do this, but we have got to unwatch that stuff, unwash our brains if we have any brainwashing left of what they say. Because all I do now, because I watch them now for information on what they're doing and what they're saying to the people that I love, and I can arm myself. And even me knowing that they're lying, sometimes it's because you had that trust in them for so long. And I'm telling you, this is the truth. I find myself getting, oh wow, is that true? Even though I know it's not true. Even someone like me that's all into the things that I'm into and knowing that they're lies and stuff like that and going in there to fight their lies. Even I sometimes fall for it because they're good at it, man. I don't know if I mentioned this in yesterday's video, but if I did, forgive me. But my good friend, he told me, I think I did say this, yeah, about him saying he doesn't have to do the research or have to read the Project 2025 documents because they do it for him. And again, we're so busy working and stuff. So what do, right? First, we have to unwash our brains, turn that stuff off, and then tell others to turn stuff off. And then what we have to do is we have to watch independent medias, right? There's so many digital media. Honestly, I think digital media now has overtaken the regular media, the mainstream media that we grew up watching. Because a lot of people don't have the cable. They cut off their cable. They cut their cable cord. So a lot of people are not watching it. But when they do, and there's still people that do that, believe it. So we have to tell these people to turn off the mainstream media. And I want you guys to do me a favor. I want you to do the 2x2 method, right? I want you right now. I want you to pick 2 people. Now, who are these 2 people? Now, 2 people. Now, let me. How can I say this without sounding like I'm trying to get them to vote for Trump? It ain't about voting for Trump. Even though, full disclosure, I am a big advocate. I hope they're okay, whoever it is. Pray for these people. Pray for them. Hopefully nobody's seriously hurt and they're going to be healthy and be okay. Full disclosure, I do donate to Donald Trump. Now it's multiple times a day. And I do want people to vote for Trump, but only if they're educated. I use Trump in the same words I use Bitcoin, or the same way I use Bitcoin. I don't want anybody because it's almost like you have to unbrainwash somebody about Trump, even though Trump is much more famous and much more well-known than Bitcoin. A lot of people think Bitcoin is a bad thing because the FTX stuff and, the criminal aspect of Bitcoin and stuff. And a lot of people lost money in the quote-unquote cryptocurrency meltdowns, or when the exchanges close or whatever. It's the same thing with Trump. People have literally been brainwashed by the mainstream media about Donald Trump, that they really, even though we've known him for 50 years, in the last 9 years since 2015, he's turned out to be, again, the Antichrist and Hitler all in one. We have to educate these people. When I tell you study Bitcoin, I tell the same people to study who Trump really is, right? And again, it's not about Trump, right? It's about, first of all, you got to understand that you have to show these people what the lies are. Show them Joe Scarborough from MSNBC when he lied about Joe Biden, saying that F you if you don't think Joe Biden is the best he's ever been, and blah, blah, blah. And then a few months later, he completely changed his mind. Show them the hypocrisies and the lies of the mainstream media. That's the first thing. And that's what I do with Bitcoin. I show them the lies of the FUD, the fear and undoubt, of the Bitcoin quote-unquote lies about that. And you do the same thing with Trump, because you have to, right? That's the first step. Second step is, now you give them information about what the truth is. Now that you know that these people are not to be trusted, because again, the only reason people watch certain things is because they trust what they say, right? And I'm telling you this because this is what I'm learning. I know it from myself too, but from other people, because we think facts, FACTS. I heard this on one of the shows the other day. A guy was talking with Robert Breedlove, and he said, facts are not really facts. They're facets, FACETS. And it's different perspectives people have. And it's not about what me and you think, or you think. It's about what the other 30 or 40 people think. And he used an example of if there was a car wreck and 30 people watch that car wreck, if they go to court, or if a cop comes and asks them what happened as witnesses, pretty much all of them will tell you something different. You know what I mean? That's if the video is not right there and they're just going by memory. But we have to beat it in their head and muscle memory and keep showing these people and over and over again the truth, because it's going to take a while, because they've been seeing this quote unquote truth from these people they trust. Remember CNN, the trusted news network? Remember that? And that's the only reason they watch them, because they trust them. Once we expose the lie of that, and that's what I do with Bitcoin, expose the FUD, the fear and undoubt, then you show them the hypocrisies, and then you start showing them the real truth, And that's what we have to do. So what I want you to do is this. I want you to, right now, I want you to pick 2 people, right? And work on them for the next 30 days, 40 days, 50 days, 60 days, or whatever it is. And once you start working on them, now, let me say this before I say that. What kind of 2 people should you pick? Now, you can do this with Bitcoin too, but I'm specifically talking about politics right now because our country is very important and we're losing it. The 2 kind of people you would pick is someone, number one, that does not have Trump derangement syndrome. The people with TDS, and I know a lot of them. My daddy had it, my brother has it, and I know quite a bit of people that have it. You're not going to change those people's minds, man. And I've tried very foolishly and very unsuccessfully, and all it does is cause arguments. So don't pick those people. Pick a person that is a moderate or a left, someone on the left that's really like kind of, disenfranchised with the party. Pick someone that is thinking about voting for RFK Jr. or because that's kind of a waste of vote, to be honest. Someone that is on the right but doesn't like Trump. Not somebody that's a never Trumper or somebody with TDS or somebody that maybe likes a Nikki Haley or something like that. Somebody that's moderate. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that doesn't have TDS, right? Pick them and then work on them in the ways I just said. It's very, very important. Why do I say pick 2 people? Well, the law of compounding is very, very important. You guys know what Albert Einstein says about compound interest, right? It's not about interest. It's about the 2 by 2 by 2 thing. If you double those people and you pick those 2 people, then you teach them how to pick 2 people. Then 2 turns to 4, 4 turns to 8, 8 turns to 16, 16 to 32, 32 to 64, 64 to 128, 128 to 256. It's 512, 1024, so on and so forth. You can do your part. You know what I mean? You can do your part, but don't wear yourself thin, right? First of all, don't say I don't have 2 people. Do not say that. Number 1, okay? You do know 2 people, and number 2, don't try to do 10 people or 12 people or 15 people. Okay, and again, I'm talking to myself here, right? I have a YouTube channel, so I can, talk to multiple people through the channel. But I'm talking about in my personal life. I promise you, only pick 2 people, and try that and see what happens. Okay, guys, because it's very, very important. The election is coming up, and the election coming up sooner than we think, and the gaslighting and the lies are getting outrageous. I mean, I listened to President Joe Biden's speech. Again, a lot of people think it's a deep fake. I've seen that already. The amount of lies and gaslighting in that speech, because someone like me and you guys that are in the know, we know the guy's lying. But if you're not informed, you won't. And that's why not only we have to expose these people, the media, for the lies, but we have to expose them, the people that we pick, those 2 people, expose them to the truth, and also help them find a way to take our country back and to be an informed, and this is most important, informed voter when they go to the booth. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, guys. Again, this is very, very important. I'm gonna nail this home all through this election cycle, guys. We got to do it, and regardless of who your candidate is, right? I'm sure everybody in here doesn't like Trump, and again, it's not about Trump. It's about knowing the truth and understanding what's going on. These people need to be educated, and I think it's up to us and up to you to do that. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you, God bless your family, and God bless the United States of America. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.